something about budgeting is that I feel like you, me, people get so far into budgeting that we start depriving ourselves of things that we like to do. And then that's why we fail. Like we feel like we have to completely take everything out of our lives. And we don't. Yes, we can scale back, but we don't need to take everything out of our lives. And something that I promise you that I'm not ever going to do is take my beauty budget out of my life. Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm new here, so welcome everybody. This is the start of my financial documentary journey. I don't know. This is the long form of me just rambling about my finances and getting my life together. So hi, I'm Raven and I am 33 and I am getting my finances together. I feel like I've been on a debt-free journey or a financial journey on and off for a few years, but this is the year that I'm just like, okay, no, like I am tired of going back to all this debt. I am tired of saying that in the next few years I'll have my life together. So here I am. I am posting it out loud. I am loud budgeting or loud paying off my debt for everybody to see and to hold me accountable and to also hold you accountable. So I thought a good way to start is to start my October budget and just share with you what October looks like, our budgeting process, and so forth. So if you are newer to budgeting, I feel like I'm newish. Like I do not have budgeting down pat, or let's call it a spending plan, because you can call it a budget. You can call it whatever you want, but I'm gonna call it a spending plan. It's my plan that I'm spending my money like this, but it's probably not going to be spent like this exactly or to the T. So I want you to know that, like, even though I'm saying this is where our money is going, we'll check back in at the end of October to see if it actually goes there. So I want to talk about what we plan to do with our money for October. Over here on this channel, we're going to be really transparent with our finances. I love pay transparency, finance transparency. It's something just that is near and dear to my heart. So I'll be sharing actual real numbers, what they look like, why we choose to do what we think that we're going to do. But I do want you to know, as you're watching this, that personal finance is just that. It is personal to you. Your numbers may not match my numbers. I may have more debt than you or things like that. And that's okay. It's personal. So apply what you can to your journey. Take what you need, leave what you don't. Okay? Okay. So to start off October, my husband and I, we both have full-time jobs. He works as a construction manager. I work as a recruiter for an ed tech company. And together for October, we are bringing home $10,181.72. So that is a little more than normal because October for my husband is a 5-paycheck month. He gets paid every week. And so this month, instead of getting paid 4 times, he's getting paid 5 times. I'm so excited for that, y'all. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I'm so excited for him to get paid an extra amount of money because we can do things with that money. We can either put it on debt or whatever. And we'll talk about what we're gonna do or we're planning to do with it this month. So for October, the first thing we do when we're budgeting, so if you're just starting out budgeting, you're like, where do I even start? Write down your bills. Like, what is due? How much is it exactly? Like, you need to write down your bills. I have my bills written down everywhere. They're in this, they're on my spreadsheet back here, they're on a sheet of paper. I have my bills, I have when they're coming out, and I have what the amount. So if you don't know your bills, that's the first thing you need to do. Write down your bills. Go stop this video right now, go to your account, look and see exactly when they're coming out or exactly when you have to pay and the exact amount. That's going to help you determine how much you're going out and how much is coming in. So that's number one, write down your bills. So the first thing we do as a couple is we write down our bills. We know all of our bills. So after we do our bills, we then write down the other expenses outside of bills. So like grocery, gas for our cars, personal money, household money. So we incorporate that as well. We have 2 kids, so kids things and needs as well. And then we talk about what other things are coming up in the month of October. So my husband and I sat down and I asked him, like, hey, what do you have going on in October? He's going on like a boys trip. So he has that coming up. We have Halloween coming up. So we sat down and list down, okay, we have our bills. We know other fixed expenses like groceries, fuel, boom, boom, boom. And these are the other things that we have coming up in October. So then we know kind of like where our money needs to go. So that's how we budget our money. Of course, our bills come first and foremost because that provides us this, but then we can kind of like, okay, we can pay all this week. Let's filter in this. Okay, that's a lot, but let's get into it. So what we're going to pay for our bills are our mortgage. We pay $100. I wish. $1,112 for our mortgage. A gym membership, $48. Apple Music, which is $17. Also, no, I'm rounding up. You're probably not going to see any change because I'm rounding everything up, and that's why. Our natural gas bill for $33. Our Dominion, which is our energy bill, our light bill, for $205. Our internet bill, which is $70, and we have internet through Verizon, just a basic internet package, or probably like one of the higher speeds internet package because I do work from home. Our water bill for this month, for October, will be $81. Our Geico car insurance is $256, which is so much money, I think, but whatever. Our life insurance policy, which is $101. Our HRSD, which is like our sanitation, that is $33. We pay $900 for daycare, and that's for the month. We pay $100 each week. And then our kids $529. We send $150 to our kids $529 every month. I think I'm actually going to stop doing that after this month because we simply just need to put the money elsewhere. Like my kids are 5 and 2. They'll be fine for a couple of months without us investing in their $529. We've been doing it for a while. So I think we're going to pause investing on their $529 and load that money somewhere else. I still need to talk to my husband about that. So that's for all of our fixed expenses. This is like things that these bills stay the same, usually give or take a couple of $100. Those are our fixed expenses. For our variable expenses, things that like really change depending on the month, the time. Groceries, we are budgeting $150. We're a family of 4, and groceries are just going up, y'all. Like groceries are expensive. We use, I would say, $200 a week, which is like reoccurring. Boom, we're going to spend that. And then I put an extra $50 in there because sometimes we just be going to the store like, oh, I forgot basil or cilantro. So we go to the store. So I did $150. I'm going to try this month to really, really track my spending for our groceries to see. We just spend a lot of money on groceries. $850 is a lot of money, but I digress. Fuel for our vehicles, $650. Again, this month, I'm also going to try to track that. I don't drive too much. I just drive to drop my daughter off at daycare and pick up my son, which is not, his school is not far. And then my husband does drive back and forth to work. I'm going to try to start saving our receipts and just kind of calculating our fuel to see how much we're actually spending on fuel. But I feel like we're actually using $650, but I think we can cut that down. We'll see. Household items, which is kind of like pull-ups for my daughter, laundry detergent, toilet paper. We budgeted $150. I'll probably go to Costco, get it in bulk, and then be done with it. And I'm probably going to go with cash because every time I go to Costco, you already know. Personal money, which is my husband and I both get like an allowance each month, and it's at $500 this month. And that is a lot of money, but let me tell you why. I'm only getting $100 and my husband is getting $400 because like I said earlier, he is going on a boys trip or a trip with his friends. So he needs a little extra money for this trip. So he's getting $400. I'm getting $500 for October, which is usually lower because we usually get like $200, but I'm trying to really reel in my spending this month. Like, cause baby girl, I have been spending my money and I'm trying to reel it in, really start consuming less. So $100 for me, $400 for him. Restaurants, which is like $150, and that may be on the higher end, but I mean, if we go get like a pizza, that's $30 right there. If we go out to eat, we got 2 kids, so $150. If we don't use it, great. If we do, fine. I paid my sorority dues. I put them on my credit card, but I need to pay my sorority dues, and I'm going to put it on my credit card, and my credit card is paid off. If you follow my Instagram, I posted about that. But because it's paid off, I need to put that money back on my credit card. So I budgeted $200 to put that money back from paying my dues on my credit card. And then we have Fox, which is like our pest control. They come and spray for mosquitoes, but since the fall is coming, they're getting ready to stop doing mosquitoes. And then they just do like our regular pest treatment. All right. So now let's get into our subscriptions. These again are things, these are still fixed expenses. They're pretty things that stay the same. We have Google storage. I have it for my computer for work. $3 a month. Netflix we have for $16. Our cell phone bill with Verizon is $240, which is a lot because we owe on both of our cell phones, and I have an Apple Watch that I owe on. But baby, when I pay that off, I can't wait. I cannot wait to see this bill go down because $240 is crazy. And I've been thinking about like leaving Verizon. They have great service, but $240 is crazy. So if you have a better cell phone service, but also let's still with good service, because mind you, like I said, I work from home. I use my phone a lot. Let me know. Disney Plus, we have $10, and then Busch Gardens, which is our local amusement park, I pay for my pass, is $25. As far as our debt bills, I have my Amex card, my credit card. That minimum payment is like $350, but I'm going to be paying $400 a month because this is the debt that we're prioritizing. My car payment, which is $530, my husband's car payment, which is $624. I'm going to pause. You can see why we're on a debt freedom journey. Like, this is a lot of money. My husband's visa, we're only doing a little more than the minimum right now at $90. His visa is not the one that we're focusing on paying off. We're focusing on paying off my Amex because the interest rate is so high. So we need to focus on that. Riverside, which is like a medical bill my husband has, $420. My student loan payment for $370. And then we're budgeting, we have planned to put $500 extra on debt because, again, of that extra paycheck. We're going to put that $500 on my Amex. So we'll probably be putting up to $900, give or take, on my Amex this month. And I'm so excited. Some low priority funds, some things we have budgeted, but if we don't do it, it's not a big deal. We have like a family fund budget for $50, depending on like what comes up with my kids. It's something's always coming up with these kids, right? Like the book fair might come, whatever. $50. We have a beauty fund for $160. Something about budgeting is that I feel like you, me, people get so far into budgeting that we start depriving ourselves of things that we like to do. And then that's why we fail. Like, we feel like we have to completely take everything out of our lives, and we don't. Yes, we can scale back, but we don't need to take everything out of our lives. And something that I promise you that I'm not ever going to do is take my beauty budget out of my life. Like, I'm going to get my nails done. I need my hair done. As a matter of fact, I wasn't even going to post this video because I needed my hair done, and I wasn't even going to record, but I'm like, I got to do it. I got to record this video. I have to keep the promise to myself. But a beauty line in my budget, you are always going to see it. It may not always be as big. Like, I'm getting ready to do my own hair for the next 2 months, but I'm always going to be getting my nails done. So there's always going to be a line of beauty for me and also for my son's and my husband's haircut. So our beauty budget for this month is $160. I have a line item for clothes, but we're not putting any money in for clothes because I already bought my kids all the clothes that they need right now. And then a line item for Halloween for $100. Also, I'm not doing a family costume. And if you know me and you're watching this, you know I love family costumes. And I'm not doing one this year because I spend like up to $300 plus on family costumes. And this year, I just like, Raven, no, you gotta take the year off. I'm taking the year off because I don't need to put that money towards Halloween costumes because I need to put the money other places. So we're not doing Halloween costumes. I already bought my kids' costumes. This $100 is just for like candy or a little like other Halloween knickknacks for my kids throughout the month, like pumpkin patches or whatever. For vacation, these are our sinking funds. For vacation, we're doing $400. And the reason why we're doing $400 this month is because we plan to be traveling for Thanksgiving, and we need to start throwing some money over there now. So vacation, $400, holidays, $100. That is for Christmas. Miscellaneous other things that will come up. We have a miscellaneous line item in our sinking funds is $80. Birthday gifts or birthday money, $40. We have a couple of birthdays coming up in October. Costa, which is our dog, $40 because dogs be dogging. Personal property or our taxes. We are starting a sinking fund for our taxes because we pay so much money in taxes a year now that we have 2 newer vehicles, just a lot. So we'll be sending $200 to our sinking fund for our taxes. We're finally starting to save again to our emergency fund. This month, we're only putting $365 to our emergency fund, but some dollars are better than no dollars, okay? And then I'm sending $30 to our Ally sinking accounts for cars, our kids, and our house sinking fund. So that is our budget. Our budget in total, that it's a zero-based budget, so it zeroes out to $10,000. We're spending $10,000 this month on all of those things. And just like I said before, just because we wrote this down, it's on my spreadsheet, it doesn't mean that's what's going to happen. So what I hope to do by the end of October is kind of go back over of like, where did we actually spend the money? Like, did I actually spend $160 on beauty, or did I spend more? And going back over your budget, actually tracking your spending, shows you where you need to scale back, or maybe you can pour more money into. Maybe I'm spending way more money on family fun and I could have been putting it to my credit card debt. But that's where we're at for October. I hope this budget breakdown was helpful for you. I budget a multitude of ways. I have this like actual budget planner I got from TikTok. It's okay. I'm not going to recommend it because it's not the best, but I'm going to use it. I'm not buying another one until I finish it up. So this one is okay. It's okay. You can do the same thing with a sheet of paper or good on Google. And then I have a template that I got from Etsy for my spreadsheet, which is also, I really like that a lot. I know there are probably better ones out there, so do your own research. I will link the one I got from Etsy just because I do like it. I have seen a few better ones, and maybe I'll just link a few that I've seen that I'm like, ooh, this is good. So I budget multitude of ways because I learn in different ways. I like to write things down. I like to see it on a spreadsheet. And it's just that. It's just a spending plan. It's just a budget. That does not mean that's exactly how your month is going to go if you don't do the work that it's going to take to do it. Like when you get paid, if you actually don't put the money, go out and take out $150 for your household items and know that you're spending it in that way, or go out and track your spending, then your money is going to do whatever it wants to do. Like me writing this down or me putting this in the spreadsheet means nothing if I'm not actually going to do the work. So you're going to see me posting a lot, like on my Instagram or maybe up here, my actual spending plan, like my payday routine. Like this is what I plan to do. What am I actually doing with my money? Because things happen, things come up during the month. God knows, things come up during the month. But how am I actually spending my money? How am I actually working towards my financial goals? So I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.